Well, hello. Let's make a princess crown or a king crown. I call this a king crown, but in my own brain, sometimes I see this more as like Poseidon's crown. But anyway, it's a king crown, it's a prince crown, whatever you call it. I think if you can make this, then you can make this. So I'm not going to show this, we'll just show this one. Okay, so here we go. We're going to pick two random colors. I will pick orange and teal for absolutely no other reason than that's what I picked. So we're going to blow them up. There, that should be enough. And I'm going to start with the teal one because that's on that side. So we're going to do about a 2-finger pinch twist. You know, three, maybe 4 fingers. Another 2-finger pinch twist, the exact same size, 2 to 3 fingers, and another pinch twist. Eventually this will go around my head and or the person's head. And now we're going to do the up and down part. And once again, whatever you think is the proper height, then that's what you do, okay? So me, I'm going to use about 4 fingers. So that was 4 fingers right there. It could even be 3 fingers, whatever you want. Then we do a pinch twist. Then we're going to match up the original. So these two should be the same. Now I like to make the middle one bigger. Once again, as big as you want it, that's what you do. You match these up so they are, you know, fairly close to the same. And then I like to make sure that these, the original, will equal the end. Otherwise it looks a little weird. That's what I think. Anyway, almost done. We're going to get rid of this orange. And then we would put this on the little darling's head, wrap around, whatever size it is, put a twist, and then that goes into the very first pinch twist you use. Get rid of the rest. And just kind of wrap that behind, around, whatever it takes to make sure it's not going to unwind. Okay? So, many times, in fact, most of the time, I leave it like that. Put it on the child's head, perfect. But today, and when I have, you know, time, I put the jewels, I call them jewels, whatever, you know, whatever you call them, then you call them that. And I will use goldenrod. Blowing it up, of course, you're not going to use a lot of the bloom, but you need enough to make sure you can get a string from here, you know, bubbles from that to here and then down. So we're going to do, I think probably about 5 bubbles, but we'll see, it might take 6. Obviously you don't want to have too few bubbles, because if you have too few bubbles, when you pull the bubbles up to the top or down to the bottom, it will undo one of these or 2 of them or whatever. Depends how tight you're making it. But I also find if you make the bubbles too big or too many, then I don't think it looks very attractive. It's like way too much bubble here. Anyway, what do I got? I need 1 more bubble for 5, because I have 5 on the first side. Wrap this around a few times. There, up she comes. Once again, I tie that in or wrap it around. I don't tie it up, I just wrap it around. I think it saves time, and no child has ever pulled it apart and said, hey, it came apart. Anyway, we're going to adjust, and you know, take your time and cut the ends off there. And there is your princess crown. As I say, if you can make this, I'm sure you can make the prince crown. Okay, thank you very much and have a wonderful day.